You took me in and you drove me out, yeah, you had me hypnotized, yeah. On his way to dinner when it took him by surprise. Hello everybody, how you doing? My name is Luis Piluso. I'm a producer, mixer and composer, and today I want to share with you a kind of a tribute tutorial to one of the greatest of all time. He changed my musical life and he had quite a few great effects that I want to share with you today. For instance, vocal doublers, how to recreate it for live situations, also how to do it in the studio by recording several tracks at the same time and how to do it. And also we're going to explore the great effect of the reverse reverb. This is something that Ozzy used a lot on his records and it's very simple to do, and I want to share that with you today. So if you ever wondered how did Ozzy get those vocals to sound like that, leave a like below. Also leave me a comment with your favorite track of Ozzy or anything you like to say about him, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's start with the tutorial. So let's start with the vocal doubling. So I have this vocal I just recorded 5 minutes ago. Times has changed and times are strange. Here I come, but I ain't the same. Mama, I'm coming home. So let's start with how you could do this kind of doubling effect for live scenarios. So first of all, I created an aux channel, like an auxiliary channel, where I have a send going to vocal doubler, and that is coming into this channel, and I have the doubler 2 by waves. I once saw a post where one of his live engineers said that he used this plugin, and this is very important. So on this plugin we're going to turn off the direct sound and we're going to turn on 1 and 2, and both of them are kind of panned like 40%, and there's a difference between the delay of each one. So basically each of those vocals is delayed by milliseconds, so it's very subtle, and then it gets detuned. So on one side it gets detuned 10 cents positive, on the other side it goes minus 10 cents. So that means that when it falls into mono it's going to be in tune, but when you hear it in stereo you're going to feel like everything sounds wider and a bit chorusy. So, and then we bump a little bit of the highs up here. So let's have a little listen. Times has changed and times are strange. Here I come, but I ain't the same. Let's turn it on. Mama, I'm coming home. And time goes by, it seems to me. This is the only effect. Have been a better friend to me. Both together. Mama, I'm coming home. Let's go back to the old vocal. You took me in and you drove me out, yeah, you had me hypnotized, yeah. Lost and found, gotta turn around by the fire in your eyes. That's a very simple way of doing it. Then we have a plate reverb as well. Now the second way of doing it in the studio, that is what he did a lot, because this is more old school than what I just showed you, is to re-record the lead vocal and duplicate it at least twice. So we pan it, we open it just a little bit, and you have to re-record the vocals, otherwise it's not going to happen. And the important thing is that you mimic as well as you can the lead vocal, otherwise it will sound sloppy, and Ozzy was not sloppy in the studio. So let's have a listen. I'm going to turn off the doubler we just did, and we're going to hear how it sounds with doubled vocals. Times has changed and times are strange. Here I come, but I ain't the same. Mama, I'm coming home. Let's start with a clean vocal. And time goes by, it seems to me, you could have been a better friend to me. Mama, I'm coming home. You took me in and you drove me out, yeah, you had me hypnotized, yeah. Lost and found, gotta turn around by the fire in your eyes. Yep, so that was very simple to do. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet. Long live Ozzy. I did the same for Perry Mason. That is so we could test how it sounded with a more aggressive vocal, and the original vocal sounded like this. On his way to dinner, when it took him by surprise, I went on his way to dinner, when it took him by surprise, and with one pull of the trigger, he would vanish overnight, dancing by the roadside, holding on for fear of life. Then a gun from out of nowhere made a widow of his wife. So I'm going to add the effect by waves, and then I'm going to add the doubles, the double tracked vocals, yes? So one thing at a time. On his way to dinner, when it took him by surprise, and with one pull of the trigger, he would vanish overnight, dancing by the roadside, holding on for fear of life. Then a gun from out of nowhere made a widow of his wife. On his way to dinner, when it took him by surprise, and with one pull of the trigger, he would vanish overnight. Sounds absolutely great. Now I'm going to teach you how to recreate the reverse reverb. This is the second trick, this sound. And this is very simple. So I'm going to create a new playlist here and have an empty track. So we want a stereo track for this. And since my vocal recordings were done in mono, what I'm going to do is just grab hold of the doubles, and with the option button, I'm just going to slide it to the track below. Now I'm going to select a little bit before and a little bit after and open Reverb. That is a Pro Tools plugin. It's free. And I'm just going to bring this up and extend the decay a little bit and just hit reverse. And we're going to do a little fade in. And this sounds like this. On its way. Amazing, isn't it? On its way to dinner. And this effect was used a lot by him. Here's how you do it. Very, very easy. Let me know below if there are other things you'd like me to recreate for Moss, like guitar sounds, synth sounds, other vocal tricks. Let me know below what's your favorite song of Ozzy or what was really important for you from him. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, it's completely free. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.